Ladies and gentlemen, baseball is back at Shirley Povich Field for the 2025 season of your Bethesda Big Train. This is the first of two exhibition games that are going on before the season starts. One exhibition game today, one exhibition game tomorrow. There is rain in the forecast, but hopefully it stays away and we can get a good portion of this game in. My name is Quincy Bell. Alongside me for the call is Christopher Putnam. Chris, players arrived on Wednesday, at least the players that were going to be here for the start of the season. What are you excited about for this Big Train season?
I'm just excited we can get this game in tonight. A lot of rain in the forecast, but everyone here is passionate. Everyone's ready to go, and we're going to do our best we can to get this game in.
Tonight's opponent is the Southern Maryland Senators. They were the team that the Big Train faced off against in the final last year in 2024. They swept them 2-0. The Big Train have won the Cal Ripken Collegiate League in back-to-back years, 2023 and 2024. They're looking for the three-peat here today. We mentioned there is rain that is supposed to be coming at around 7:30. It was supposed to come at around 7, but it kept getting pushed back, at least according to my radar. So I'm hoping we can get 9 innings in today. I'd imagine if the field gets any standing water on it at all, since this is an exhibition game, they will most likely just end up calling it. But the hope, at least, is that 9 innings will be played today. We'll give you the starting lineup for your home squad, the Bethesda Big Train, some new faces to get to know. Brennan Wright will lead off, followed by Parker Corbin, John Martinez, Josh Skoronsky, Emilio Gonzalez, Jacob Hawk, Brett Ott, Matthew Wesley, Logan Ponnett, and Dylan Murphy. The Big Train will be hitting 10 today. The starter will be James Gladden out of the University of Maryland. He only threw 2 innings at Maryland this year. He was coming off of an injury, but he had a pretty strong campaign at 2023 as a member of the VCU Rams baseball team. So we'll see what kind of stuff he has. I'd imagine head coach Sal Colangelo is going to be switching pitchers pretty regularly. With this being an exhibition game, you want to get everybody some reps and see what everybody's got, because the players just arrived on Wednesday, and they were supposed to have a practice on Wednesday, but it was raining way harder than it is supposed to be today. So they didn't get to practice on Wednesday. I believe they got a practice in yesterday and then warm up for the game today. The defensive alignment for the Big Train will be Wesley, Ott, and Skoronsky in the outfield from left to right. And the infield from third to first will be Corbin, Martinez, Wright, and Gonzalez, with Hawk doing the catching. The lineup for the visitors, the Southern Maryland Senators, will be as followed. Nick Flores, followed by Adam Troke. Danny Serwicki will hit third. Jack Nichols will hit fourth. Lucas Grantha will hit fifth. Kaidesi Queen will hit 6th, Calvin Cook will hit 7th, Dawson Smale will hit 8th, and Logan Tribble will look to flip the lineup over at 9. So we should have at least some fun today. Not a very big crowd here, about 100, just under 100 people here, but I'd imagine, Chris, that the stands will be pretty packed come opening day.
Yeah, everyone here that showed up, these are the best fans. These are the people that are always going to be here, the best supporters of the team, and they'll be here even if it's rained out. It's always awesome to have these fans that can show up no matter what.
Gladden is getting his last couple of warm-up pitches in. The clouds above do look pretty ominous, if I do say so myself. So the hope is that the rain passes by. It is not too hard to where there's standing water on the field, but it was a bright sunny day a few minutes ago, and now the gray clouds have crawled over. It's a little hard to see on the broadcast with the tree line, but the clouds do not look great. But Hawk makes the throw down to second, and we will be playing baseball today. We thank you to all of you watching this exhibition broadcast. Nick Flores will lead it off for the Southern Maryland Senators.
And you got to hope that they can get these lights on soon. These very dark clouds are in the sky. If I'm a position player, I'm hoping someone doesn't pop one up here.
That is true. The lights for the stadium are not on yet. I'd imagine someone's going to turn those on soon. Gladden Cubs set Flores into the box, and we're underway from Bethesda, Maryland. First pitch to Flores is outside for ball one. Flores is a redshirt freshman at Motlow State College. 1-0 grounded through the right side for a base hit. Nick Flores with a strong start for Southern Maryland in this game. Leadoff single.
Great piece of hitting there. Outside fastball. Just got some barrel on it. Right past, right over that very slick dirt. That's going to play fast with that wet ground.
That'll bring Adam Troach to the plate. Currently a sophomore at Duke University. Healthy lead at first for Flores. We'll see if he goes. Gladden into the slide step, delivers a curveball outside. Gladden threw only 2 innings after recovering from an injury that cost him his 2024 season. He started his collegiate career in 2023 at VCU, went 5-3 with a 5.4 ERA, but suffered an injury near the end of that year, missed all of 2024, and only threw 2 innings for Maryland in 2025. But he is healthy and ready to go for this collegiate season.
Yeah, got to be happy you can get an opportunity here after only pitching 2 innings. This is the time, to prove yourself and make a name for yourself out there.
2-0 count on Adam Troach. Down and away, and the count is 3-0. It's got to be tough, too, after only pitching 2 innings in the last 2 years to go out there and start any game.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm James, just trying to get strike one here, get that over the plate, get this inning going.
3-0. Misses down and in. Troach draws a walk, and there's 2 on with nobody out to start the first. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting between at least pitcher and catcher here for the big train. Gotcha. Hawk, also a Maryland Terrapin. Teammates, collegiate teammates, those two are.
Yeah, good visit there. Just got to get the heart rate down a little bit and got to get them ready to play. Just get strike one.
Danny Surowick will step in from the left side, the 3-hitter in this Senator order. He takes a fastball over the plate for strike one. Got to be looking for a ground ball here if you're Gladden. I'd imagine most of these pitches will be down and in or down and away.
Yeah, he's got that fastball curveball combo. Got to keep that the bottom part of the zone.
Comes with the curveball. That one misses low. Count is 1-1. Surowick is one of the more powerful hitters in the Senator lineup. He stands at 6'5" from the left-hand side. He's currently a sophomore at Boston College. And he takes high and away to get ahead in the count 2-1. Flores, the runner on second. Troach, the runner on first. Gladden, Cubs set, looks back, the runner at second, kicks and fires outside, and that ball gets to the backstop. It kicks pretty far away from the plate. Flores and Troach will both move up, and now the Senators have 2 in scoring position.
That was a rough bounce out there. That was almost went diagonally off of the back pad. If I'm Hoke, I'm hoping that bounces right back to me, but no chance to get the advancing runners at second and third on that bounce.
3-1, the count on Surowick. Gladden comes set. Kicks and fires the 3-1. Fouled away down the left field line, and the count is now full. And I'd imagine you got to attack this guy here. I'm thinking fastball up and in.
Yeah, nice. It's nice to have first base open, though. Worst case scenario, maybe go for a slider lower in the zone, hopefully bait a chase, but you could do anything here.
Full count payoff. He does come with the high and in fastball, and Surowick down on strikes.
Nice pitch. I mean, nothing like some nice country hardball there. Get it by him. Go sit down.
Yeah, I don't think you should be messing around with some off speed there when you've been struggling to locate. Full count, my best against your best. Come and hit it. And
absolutely. Gotta stay in the zone here.
Gladden gets the strikeout. Now Jax Nichols will step up to the plate. First pitch from Gladden, fastball misses outside.
Yeah, you gotta, fastball is bread and butter. You gotta starts with that, ends with that. Gotta find that in the zone to be able to attack these hitters and get ahead.
Flores, currently a sophomore at VCU, 1-0. Runs inside and hits him in the back.
That did not feel good. Getting 90 between the ribs never feels great. He's a trooper though. He set his team up for a potential grand slam situation.
So the bases are now loaded for Lucas Grantham, as Gladden has run into a little bit of trouble here in this top half of the first.
Looks like there's nobody. Looks like someone's stirring out there in the bullpen. So gotta wonder how many the leash is here for Gladden.
Yeah, exhibition game, you're going to see a fair amount of pitchers enter this game. First pitch to Grantham, also runs high and inside and misses for a ball. I'd imagine Coach Sal's going to want to see Gladden at least finish this inning.
Absolutely.
1-0. Misses down and away, and the ball gets away. Off from third is Flores. He will score standing up, and the Senators lead the big train 1-0.
Great job to see James hustle the plate there, even though it's not the outing he would have envisioned at the beginning of the day. Give his team a chance to get the out there, but unfortunately not a great carom again on that one.
So 2 balls have now gotten to the backstop for Gladden, and now we will have another meeting at the mound with catcher and pitching coach. Just not really the start that you want if you're the big train.
Yeah, gotta hope Craig Lopez here can instill some wisdom in Gladden here and help him find the zone.
Craig Lopez, the pitching coach for the big train, spent 10 years as the pitching coach for the Baltimore Redbirds. He is also a PE teacher in Stafford County, Virginia for over 25 years. So
he knows the area.
Knows the area, not his day job. And we'll see if Gladden can battle back here down 2-0 to Grantham. Kicks and delivers. Another fastball on the upper part of the zone. This one called a strike.
If you're the big train outfield and infield here, you got to stay on your toes, got to stay locked in. Be ready for a contact play. Any ground ball, good chance of going home here.
Skowronski playing very deep out there and right. Little dribbler down the first base line, and it's fair. Scoring from third is Trotch, and scoring from second is Nichols on an inside-out dribbler from Lucas Grantham. He gets a double out of that one. It's 3-0 Senators.
Great backup by Wesley there on that throw by Skowronski. Could have gotten away from him, but they were able to keep the runner at second.
So this inning has gotten away from Gladden a little bit. 3 runs have come across. That's just an unlucky hit right there. That's just a slow dribbler down the line, but the first baseman Gonzalez playing a little bit off the bag because of the right-hander at the plate. Ball just finds daylight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you're playing croquet out there. It placed perfectly just so Emilio couldn't get to that ball. That's when you put in your back pocket and got to live to see the next batter.
Kaides Queen is currently up for the Senators. 0-1 pitch to him is a slider that misses outside. Count is 1-1. Grantham on second has a pretty healthy lead out there. No one covering. 1-1 from Gladden. Half swing, appeal, and no appeal. The home plate umpire is going to take care of that one. That was definitely a swing. Right?
Yeah, no, he went around. Yeah. Up and in, couldn't hold up. Great call by the home plate umpire.
1-2, Gladden looking for a second strikeout in this inning. 1-2, comes with the slider away and it misses. Count now even at 2-2. Queen, currently a junior at Norfolk State.
Another guy from the area. We got everyone in the DMV up in here.
Chopped foul along the line at first, and the count will remain even. Most players in this league are from the Maryland, Virginia, D.C. area.
Yes.
Although there are some people on the big train from California. But most players, I would imagine, would like to stay close to home when they play their summer ball.
Absolutely. Nothing like that home cooking, right?
Although the big train does have very generous host families that are willing to house people that live pretty far away.
Absolutely. They've been doing this for decades, and they'll always be there if anyone needs a host family.
I think Queen may have broke his bat on that foul ball. This is an all-wood bat league, so Queen has a new piece of lumber and will await the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Great pitch out on the outside edge there. Queen was kind of lunging for that one. It might have been off time.
So that's 2 strikeouts in the inning, both swinging from Gladden. And now Calvin Cook will step from the plate, a sophomore at Middle Tennessee, a member of the Blue Raiders baseball team. 2 outs and a runner on second for him. First pitch from Gladden is fouled away down the third base line, out of play.
Almost over that second wall there to the tennis courts. That was a powerful swing.
This is a very big field complex. There's a number of smaller Little League or Cal Ripken fields that are adjacent. 0-1, the count on Cook. Gladden kicks and delivers. High and outside for a ball. There's a very, very light drizzle going on right now. Most of the fans currently have umbrellas up. As the clouds begin to get darker. Lazy pickoff move to second from Gladden. Most of the time, when pitchers sort of slowly step off and throw to second, they're firing the next one in there because they want to try to catch the runner off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting him, just making sure Members is on the mound.
1-1, just misses the inner half of the plate. 2-1, the count on Calvin Cook.
Yeah, he's gearing up for a fastball here. It looks like Gladden hasn't been able to locate his secondaries in the zone yet, so we'll see what he's sitting on here.
2-1 does go to the fastball, and it's slowly chopped foul. In fact, it hit Cook's foot in the box. Count even at 2-2.
Yeah, these guys are tough. He'll be fine. His teammate's already taken one of the ribs. I think Nichols will tell him about that later.
Yeah, Nichols took 90 off the back. Rub some dirt on it. He'll be fine. 2-2 the count. Gladden looking for his third strikeout of the top half of the first. Fastball misses high and away, and the count is full on Cook.
You really can't lose him here. Someone's warming up, and you gotta get this last out. Gotta get the bats going.
Dawson Smale waits on deck should Cook be able to get on. Full count payoff. Outside, runner goes for third, but no throw. Grantham has a stolen base, and Cook has a walk.
Yeah, unfortunate play ends. It's unfortunate that the play has to end immediately after a walk. There was a good lane to throw there. Might have been able to get him at third.
I think Big Train was just caught off guard there. I just don't think they were expecting that third baseman Corbin wasn't really covering the bag. I think
absolutely.
How could have had him at third. Line drive into deep center field off the bat of Smale, and it's going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Scoring from third is Grantham. On his horse is Cook. He will score. Dawson Smale ambushes the first pitch from Gladden and delivers a double into the gap, and it's 5-0 Senators.
What a swing, right? I mean, right center field, that's exactly what the hitting coaches tell you when you're up there. Keep that ball, fly ball, line drive, right center field, and he's able to do just that and get a couple runs in.
I'll tell you, with this rain coming down even harder now, if this is a clear, sunny, 90-degree day, that ball might get to the wall on a fly. These are like the worst conditions to try to hit a home run. Now the 9-hitter Logan Tribble will step to the plate. 5 runs on 3 hits so far in the inning for the Senators. First pitch is lined into right field. Down the line, it will land foul by a matter of a foot or so.
Wow, that was just outside that line. I honestly thought that hit the line. That's very fortunate for the Big Train.
The rain is coming harder. Gladden is switching out almost every ball he gets for a new dry one.
Yeah, no, you gotta be able to keep the grip on the ball. When that thing's wet, when you got that scuff on there, that's when you don't know where it's going. So, totally understand James in this situation.
0-1 on Tribble. Currently a redshirt junior at Wofford University. Pops one up on the infield. Martinez shields his hand from the rain and is able to make the catch, but not before 5 runs come across for the Senators. That's the lead heading into the bottom half of the first. We'll have coverage next on the Big Train Baseball Network. The rain has gone from bad to worse here at Shirley Povich Field. It is raining very heavily right now. I'd imagine we might be seconds away from the tarp getting put on this field. But for the moment, Brennan Wright will lead it off for the Big Train. And now we have time called by our home plate umpire. And the first base umpire is looking like he's had enough.
That might do it.
So I believe for the time being, they're going to put the tarp on the field because this is only the bottom half of the first. I don't know if they're going to send people home yet, but they might. I don't know what they're going to do, but we're going to head to a quick break and have information next. The rain just picked up some more. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you are still watching, we have bad news to share. The game has been rained out. We played a half of an inning. Big Train starter James Gladden gave up 5 runs in the top half of the first to the Southern Maryland Senators, and the field is now unplayable, so unfortunately, this game is done and will not be made up with it just being an exhibition game. There will be another exhibition game tomorrow at 7 p.m. The Big Train will be taking on the Gaithersburg Giants. So for myself and Chris, you got anything to add from the half inning we saw?
Yeah, I mean, not what you wanted to see performance-wise or game-wise, but just an exhibition game. We'll always be here tomorrow, and we'll get back at you same time tomorrow against the Giants.
So as much as this is a practice game for both of the teams on the field, this is a practice game for us in the broadcast booth. So if you have any feedback on the camera angles or anything you saw in that half inning, be sure to let us know. The scoreboard will look a lot more fancy. The scoreboard, we had some problems with the bug in the top left corner, but it will be looking a lot cleaner for the rest of the season. So for myself, Quincy Bell, Chris,
Yep.
signing off. Same time tomorrow against the Gaithersburg Giants. Have a great day, everybody.